All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, it's another day on your midday moment with Dr. Larry Carnes. Elder Kevin Vaughan here with you. Doc, how you doing, sir? Thank you so much for being with
Optimum blessing, doing well. How are you?
me. Man, God bless you. Doing great, Doc. Just thanking God for health today. That's probably the number one on my plate anyway, is health. Thanking God for our health, ladies and gentlemen. Trust that you are getting the same results today. But if you are listening to this, seeing this, recording this later on, whatever, and pushing this out, that means you're alive and well. So we're thanking God for you guys to be here with us today. Thank you so much for your time. Also, Doc, I always want to thank people for posting this out on your network. I want to ask you to continue to push this out on your platforms, ladies and gentlemen, because I tell you, the power of transformation, just one of our topics, which is the main one, power of transformation is so important to all of us, I believe, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm excited about you guys being a part of that. So welcome today on your midday moment with Dr. Larry Carnes, Elder Kevin Bond. Doc, thank you so much for your time today.
Optimum blessing. Of course, we extend the optimum blessing to those who are watching. The greatest and most favorable degree of God's growth, increase, and reproduction, continuously operating, manifesting, and being demonstrated in every area of your lives.
Yes,
Everything
sir.
lost, stolen, or forfeited is returned. Nothing broken, nothing missing, nothing lacking. But we're talking about the total restoration of all that God intended for you when He gave birth to you, when He released you from His matrix, His womb, which is the Spirit of God. And we want you to remember that. Now, we keep enforcing the fact that you have purpose, you
Mm-hmm.
have value.
Yeah.
And what I want you to do is when we talk about transformation, you must speak to your situation and declare what you desire over your situation. I'm going to say it again. You must learn to speak to your situation,
Yes, sir.
speak to your conditions, speak to your circumstances. What have we been so customized to accept that we don't have to accept? What have we been so
Mm-hmm.
modified to believe about us that's not the truth about us, but we have allowed the lie to become our truths? What lies have you allowed to become your truth? Because maybe you didn't have anyone there to encourage you. Be encouraged today.
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't have someone there to tell you that you can when something told you that you can't. Well, we want to tell you that you can.
Absolutely.
You have the ability to do it. You have the ability to push through. Listen to me, beloved, and listen to me carefully. Come on, you will focus in. We're talking about you today. Everything that you face in life, your process will have painful situations connected to it.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime there's a birthing, there's going to be pain. You got to get to this now. With every birthing, there's pain involved. You can't give birth to anything without pain. When you give birth to the new you, the transformation, the
Yeah.
transforming your mind, transforming your thinking, transforming the false perception that you may have of yourself based upon what you've allowed others to pour into you, to say to you, to speak about you. When you're going to give birth to the new you, there's going to be pain because you have to strip and separate from that which you've been attached to. It's a process of transformation. It can be painful. Notice I say it can be painful, but stop saying that it's going to be difficult. It can be challenging, but don't say that it's going to be difficult, because when you speak those type of words, then you are projecting and creating your world. Remember something very important. Your words have the ability to shape and frame your world because you were created in the image and likeness of the Creator. Now you have to be mindful of that. Because you were created in the image and likeness of the Creator, your DNA is that of the Creator. You have a Creator's DNA on the inside of you. My question is, what have you been creating?
Mm-hmm.
And what's become your reality that you've created? And you may have created it unknowingly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't beat yourself up. There's no condemnation.
Mm-hmm.
I have a word for you. It's reversible.
Yeah, thank God for that, Doc.
It's reversible.
Thank the Lord for
You
that.
can speak life now
Yeah, Doc.
and cause that internal transformation to take place. Here's the question that I want you to ask you. You have to visualize it and then declare your victory. Come on, you got to see it. You got to see it. You got to see it. The power of transformation, watch this now. When you have a spirit and the power of transformation because you have a renewed mind, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. You have the ability to see what people without vision can't even imagine.
Amen.
Oh, you got to get this.
Yeah, Doc.
You got to get this. See, in the imagination of your mind is where you will project your vision.
Yes, sir.
Now you're going to see something because it's in your mind. You imagine it. And because you imagine it, then it became an internal vision.
Yes, sir.
And then you begin to visualize. Now you declare what you visualize from the inside. Notice this now. But what you decree and what you declare, you better hear this. What you decree and what you declare should come in line with your divine purpose and your divine will. Why are you here? Now you have to uncover and discover your reason for existing. We've talked about it before, your eschatology, your assignment, your reason for being. Because I'm going to tell you something now. You're greater. You're greater. You're greater. Take the limits off. You're greater. Take the restraints off. You're greater. Get rid of those old tapes that told you you can't be, you won't be, you can never accomplish, you can never achieve. You are greater. So you need to tap into the greatness that's in you, speak life to it, and give birth to it as you push out of your, I'm going to use it, out of your I amness. I am significant. I am intelligent. I am intelligent. Don't ever measure yourself. Larry Carnes, now here's the interesting thing. Let me tell you about Larry Carnes. Larry Carnes never had a desire to be a 4.0 student. It wasn't that important to me. Never had a desire to be a 4.0 student. But I always had a desire to pass and not be at the bottom of the list.
Amen.
Now I had a desire to be the best that I could be, but I could not let those outside of me define that for me because they may have been putting unrealistic expectations upon me. Now, that may say something about Larry Carnes. You did not tap into all of the resources, the talent that was in you, so you took the easy way out for settling, Larry Carnes. You see how you can take that thing and start to challenge yourself. Did you not have a desire to be a 4.0 student because you didn't want to challenge yourself? Did you take the easy way out? Because there's a 4.0 in you. Push and give birth to it. Elder Kevin, come on, talk to us.
Man, I love it, Doc. This is why your midday moment, ladies and gentlemen, is so important. What Dr. Carnes is going over, I was taking notes, guys. I hope you all took some notes too as well, because what he's talking about is part of my journey, ladies and gentlemen, part of my journey. Well, Doc, you talked about it can be a challenge. And I thought about when you're thinking about a challenge, you're saying, well, do I really need to go through the challenge? You're trying to take the easy way out because, what's the purpose of the challenge? I mean, it may be good for me, but I'm thinking about, do I really need to do this? So I'll settle for maybe 3/4 of it, maybe half of it, instead of trying to go through the whole thing. But when you get the understanding of the process, Doc, that's what I had to get, is the understanding of the process, and then also why the process of transformation is so important. The other part of that, Doc, you're right, the DNA makeup, we have everything we need. How many times have you told us that, shared that with us? It's an inside job, ladies and gentlemen. It's amazing that everything we have is like hidden jewels. Everybody's looking for jewels all around the country, and the jewels are already inside you. All you got to do is tap
Mm.
into it. That's powerful, Doc. So that's the key that you just mentioned.
Wow,
The
wow,
jewels,
wow.
the jewels are right in your backyard. Matter of fact, I think there was a book called Treasures in Your Backyard or something like that. It was pretty cool. I read it years ago. And then the next part, Doc, this is so important. You gotta make some decisions. You gotta take charge. You gotta voice activate. The Doc taught about a while back. You literally, I told somebody that the other day, Doc. You literally have to wake up and voice activate your day. The
Yeah.
text wasn't in that mode. I said, well, you got to wake up and activate it. Don't wait for the day to determine what's going to happen. You tell it what to happen, what needs to happen that day. Don't get me wrong, things come up that you don't anticipate, but you can still take that over as well by dealing with stuff, dealing with things that you can work with and control. And we don't, and not trying to control everything. So voice activate your day. And last but not least, Doc, you got to have that renewed mind. No doubt about it. And guess what? You have to work on that every day. That's the key. The renewed mind has to be a daily function, I believe, for the transformation process to continue to go forward. And not say that we don't forget what we do or what we don't do, but the thing is we don't deal in the old. We deal in the new, folks. We keep going forward. We deal in the new each and every day. You got to stop saying I can't when you say I can. You got to say I can and keep it moving, Doc. So this is all so important, Doc, but this is all part of the process, and it's something that each one of us, Doc, I think need to hear each and every day. Thank you so much for that.
It's something I was giving thought here. Let me share something with you.
Yes, sir.
As a transformational leader
Yeah.
and an amplified leader, there's a principle that I want to give you. For those of you who are giving attention to this, I want you to grasp this.
Mm-hmm.
There are times when you as a leader must come to the place of understanding.
Yeah.
Always value the student, your people, over yourself.
Amen.
Always do that.
Mm-hmm.
Now notice I didn't say think any less of yourself.
Right.
But I said that you value others.
Mm-hmm.
When you value others, they will value you.
Mm-hmm.
It's power transformation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But they won't know that you value them if you don't demonstrate it and if you don't say it. But notice, you can say you value someone,
right,
but the proof is in the demonstration.
Mm-hmm.
Because they say it doesn't mean that they mean it. There's this person, they would contact me like, you have so much, well, give me this, give me that. I say, okay, this person has proven that this individual is just an extractor of information because they haven't followed through on what they said they were going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't heard from them.
Mm-hmm.
See, so it shows me, watch this now, their character and their integrity or lack thereof.
Mm-hmm.
Because they value what they can get over they value what they could get over the giver.
Right, right.
So they wanted to extract from you. Now, the interesting thing about that is you cannot speak once you understand transformation. Mm-hmm. You have to accept it for what it is and don't be vengeful.
Right.
Because it's checking you now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Transformation. Mm-hmm. There will be challenges, but the challenge is designed for you to develop the right character and integrity. And it will identify if there's the lack of integrity. Everyone has character, but everyone doesn't have integrity. So notice this, I want to show you something. So now, what if I was doing something and every time I did it, you saw me put something on a board? I'm writing on a board. And every time I wrote something on a board, I intentionally made a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. It was a purpose. I purposely, let me put it that way. I purposely put something up there that was wrong.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know why I purposely put it up there knowing that it's wrong? To empower you so that you could catch it,
Mm-hmm.
bring it to my attention,
Yeah.
and then feel good about yourself.
Absolutely, Doc. Yeah, I was just thinking about that, Doc. It helps you pay attention. See if you're paying attention here. See if I'm paying attention.
Well, see, no, but it's not for them to be paying attention.
Well, I mean,
The reason is to allow them to catch the mistake so that they can say, Dr. Carnes, you wrote this, but it should be that.
Yeah.
I want to empower them
Right.
to say that, okay, Dr. Carnes made a mistake. I caught it. Now they're going to feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
That's what the purpose of it.
Yeah.
Catch my mistake, and it's going to be a mistake because I know that they know this. I want them to catch the mistake. I want to do it purposely so that they can get that thing, bring it to my attention, and then feel good about themselves. And guess what? Every time I do something and write something up there, I'm going to purposely, intentionally have a mistake so that someone else can catch it.
Yeah, Doc.
Bring it to my attention, feel good, and value themselves. When you value your product over people, your priorities are out of place. Want you to remember to always outlove, outserve, and outforgive each other. And let me tell you this, don't chase love away because you did not recognize and acknowledge your appreciation for who they are.
Yeah, there you go.
Remember to always outlove, outserve, outforgive each other. Optimal blessings to you.
Man, Doc, dear ladies and gentlemen, this is why Midday Moment is so important to me and to you, I trust as well, ladies and gentlemen, because of what Doc is sharing today. You know, Doc, I wrote down, and final here is that you mentioned about checking. You know, I love this process too. When I think about it, I said, man, this is pretty cool. The process of transformation, ladies and gentlemen, is always in continuous check of the process. Man, it is checking you every hour, every second, because things change, right? Things change. How am I going to deal with it, Doc? How am I going to respond to this? How am I going to respond? It's checking. It's checking. You know, you're going through the process, right? But things come up that I don't anticipate. Things come up I don't know about. You know, other things people do. Obviously, you can't control people, right? So they're going to do something. You got to be checking the system all the time. It helps you when you're going through the process. Say, oh, this is a check. Oh, this is a test. Or how am I going to react to this properly? You know, I used to do it this way, but now I need to do it this way. So I love that process, Doc, because it is continuously checking to see if I'm at a level where I can handle this process. And it's not necessarily a test, it's just part of living, Doc. It's just part of living. But am I going to do the same old thing because I did it before, or am I going to do it a different way to move on into that process? That's powerful, Doc. So I got excited about that when I say that, man, that system's always checking, always testing to see if you're really there, big boy. Are you really there? Let me peel back another layer and see if you can get that part of it as well. So I love that process, ladies and gentlemen. I trust that you're in the process, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not started in the process, Doc, they may need a little help. Y'all need to contact Dr. Carnes. You can start that process on Facebook. Guys, just hit him up on Facebook. That's his Optimum Leadership Coach, Optimum Leadership Coach, or you can contact me, guys. I'll get you, we'll be glad to send you the link for Dr. Carnes so you can set up an appointment and talk about this power, the power of transformation. And of course, Doc, I want to encourage everybody to get those books, guys. Go to Amazon, type in Dr. Larry Carnes, ladies and gentlemen, and look for those books, The Power of Transformation. I start off with that one, and The Law of Servanthood, and then The Law of Humility. Technically, all three of them you need to have and read those accordingly. But we're excited about those books on Amazon. Highly recommend you get those for your journey. If you have any questions about this process we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, these books will get you started in the right direction, and then you can follow back up with Doc for some more detail if you need that. So thank you so much, Doc, for that information today on your midday. Powerful, powerful time.
Yes, sir. You know, We're going to be on Atlanta 57 WATC tonight.
Yeah.
Go to the website. You can find out how you can stream and do that. So we're going to be on that 7:00 p.m. tonight. We'll be there in the studio. I'm sure there are going to be questions that they're going to have. We'll probably touch on, the books. We'll touch on the redemptive consciousness. It's going to be powerful. So we want to invite you to join us. That's Atlanta 57 WATC. Hit them, go to the website, their Facebook page, and you can find out how you can stream and get that information.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Doc. And we'll be pushing that out. I'm going to look that up after this broadcast and push that out on the network. So thank you so much, Doc, for that. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got to go. Hope you're having a great day. We want you to have a great and productive day as well, and get some things done. And also, guys, call somebody, let them know how much you love them today as well. Y'all keep it moving, and y'all stay focused. And again, thank you so much for your time, guys. I want you guys to push this one out. This is another good one that needs to be pushed out on your network. Share it with your family, share it with your colleagues, share it with your business partners, ladies and gentlemen, and anybody, any associates, anybody you know. I highly recommend you post this on your social media page so somebody can be blessed and also get their process started, and maybe even get some questions that they may have that they never thought about that they can get answered through Dr. Carnes. So looking forward to contacting you guys. You guys give me a hit me up on social media. Whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Lineable, we'll be glad to contact you guys. Just put something in the message board and we will respond to you as quick as possible. Thank you so much. Doc, thank you so much for your time today.
Optimum blessing.
Amen. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Remember that Jesus is Lord. Bye-bye.